Well, thank you for coming on the red carpet round table.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. And can you tell a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Maria Sole Quintilli. I was born and raised in Italy, and I've been in LA for 2.5 years now.
Hmm.
I was an exchange student in high school, and I spent a year in Virginia, so it was not my first time in America. But I love living here. I really love California. People here are so eccentric, and I'm an actress. I also dance, and I'm a horse rider. Um, yeah, that's it, I think.
So, what got you into acting?
Well, that is a question that I cannot answer because, um, well, I started pretty late. I started after high school, and
Hmm.
after high school, I went to medical school. I was supposed to become a doctor. It's not because I was that passionate about it, but I didn't have any other ideas. Did not like it. Kind of had a hard time. Went into depression. My therapist was like, "Why don't you try something creative? Maybe write something, or maybe do theater." I was like, "Sure." And my best friend used to be in an acting school and used to tell me all these crazy stories, and I was like, "That sounds so much fun." But besides that, I cannot tell you why I wanted to get into acting. Because also at first I did not enjoy it. I kept pushing myself out of my comfort zone constantly, and it was so hard for me to make a fool of myself at first. It was painful for such a long time,
Hmm.
and I don't know
Hmm.
what kept me going, but something did. And I think it's because there was nothing else I wanted. It wasn't a choice. It was more of a necessity. I think I needed to do this. It was
Hmm.
the only way out of my depression. It was the only way for me to be happy. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, yes. And I mean, that's really amazing. Everybody has a story how they got into the entertainment industry. So I'm guessing the biggest pivot in your life was moving to the United States.
Yes, yes, definitely. Mm, the first time, especially, that's when my horizons widened, and
Hmm.
like America wasn't that far anymore. I had a family over here all of a sudden, and and that allowed me to seek for schools over here because I started uh, going to an acting school in Rome, but I wanted to do something during the summer. So I found an acting program here in Los Angeles, and I came for a month, and I fell in love not just with the obviously the city, the people, but the teaching method. Because in Italy, we still have this belief that acting teachers are supposed to be mean to you. So if you really want to do it, you're gonna endure it. It's like they're like testing you, which I understand to a certain extent. Because if you're only doing that, I'm not learning anything. And I wasn't learning anything. So when I came here, I finally found teachers who wanted me to learn, wanted me
Hmm.
to succeed, and
Hmm.
wanted me to get better. And I learned more in a month here than in a year in Italy. So I was like, this is where I have to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I want to dig into something. What's the difference between the United States and Italy's entertainment industry acting wise?
Uh, I cannot answer that very well because I have a limited experience in Italy. I did two different. I went to two different schools, but one was a part-time one. I did learn, but it was a small school, and this other one in Rome didn't learn that much. But I haven't actually tried to get into the industry in Italy. I have heard stories, and from stories, I didn't like what I heard. So I was like, and I I always say this. I love Italy. I think it's beautiful and it's a great place to go on vacation. But I don't want to live there because I there's no future, not just for actors, but for people in general. Young people right now are leaving, and the industry right now. is dead. Really, there's nothing. Uh, but from what I've seen, uh,
Hmm. Sorry,
hello,
my
sorry.
computer kind of. No, you're good. You're okay.
I think going back to what I was saying, uh, uh, mm, acting wise, yeah, I we have very good actors in Italy too. But obviously the industry is smaller. We have a smaller audience because only 60 million, billion people, not million, 60 million people speak Italian. Well, billions of people speak English. So you make a movie for way more people. We don't have as much money, so the productions are smaller. We don't have Marvel movies, and
Right.
we do a lot of rom coms, comedy, or not just that, but more movies based on dialogues than
Hmm.
action rather than action. Yes, I would say that's a big difference.
Wow, interesting. I've learned something. Um, and that's for me, it's really um how do you describe it? I didn't know there was a difference between Italy and the United States, and I didn't know Italy's entertainment industry is not really growing.
After COVID, it stopped. Recently, Elio Germano, who's a famous Italian actor, spoke about it. He was specifically speaking to the Minister of Culture, saying, "You're not giving us funds, and the industry's dead right now. You're not helping artists." But I do not have first person experience because I did not experience that industry because I just came here because I liked
Right,
people better
right. Totally
here.
understand.
I Yes. So even though I'm not American yet, I feel American and Italian. I do love Italy as well. So
Right.
my heart
Uh,
is in both places.
right. So, do you have any upcoming projects?
Well, right now I'm in two French shows. So one is As You Like It in 60 Minutes, and I have my first performance tomorrow, uh, which is Friday the 13th, and then I have one more on the 27th and one more on the 29th. Very excited about it. And the other French show is Worlds Collide, and it's a completely improvised show. We like at the beginning of every show, we draw from a hat what the location is going to be, the genre, the crisis, and also our character archetype. So it could be a soap opera in the far west, or a rom com in ancient Rome. Could be anything, and it's fun. It's also immersive interactive, so the audience gets to play with us, and it's very fun. I have a show on the 14th, Saturday,
Hmm.
on
Hmm.
the 15th, Sunday, and then on the 21st.
And
And also, right now, ironically, I'm also going to be in a short film in Italian because this director who cast me, he shot the first part of the short film in Italy, and he wants to add a scene, and he needed an Italian actress here in LA, so hired me.
that's absolutely amazing. And where can people watch that?
uh, right now has not been released yet, uh, but it will definitely come out. I will double check on that.
No, it's okay.
Sorry, it's a very
Um,
new project. Anyway, next question.
so no, you're okay. How do you like living in Los Angeles so far?
I like it. I like it very much. Um, I'm one of very few people who doesn't have a car, and I
Hmm.
thought it was
Hmm.
only gonna be temporary. But honestly, I don't miss it. I just wish public transportation was a little better. Uh, but if you live downtown, like I do, close to the metro. I can get almost anywhere. So I walk around the city a lot. I see the beauty and I see also the bad parts, the dirty parts. But what I really love about LA is the people, how people are super eccentric and open-minded,
Right, right.
accepting, and I feel like people care about each other and are different. They are not afraid of being themselves, uh, which is something I've been afraid my whole life. And ever since I came here, I finally feel like I went back to being what I was when I was a kid. I finally found myself again. And
Mhm.
it's thanks to the people of the city. And thanks to acting too, obviously.
Right. And what is well, correction is, what do you like the most about acting?
Hmm. That I get to be a different person every day. I think I think one of the reasons, unconscious reasons why I got into acting is that I didn't want to limit myself. I didn't want to live only one life. It wasn't enough.
Hmm.
And acting somehow allows me to live multiple lives and live different, you know, do different jobs and have different experiences. And it's always different, always changing, always exciting. I like not knowing exactly how tomorrow is going to be.
And the follow-up question is, what is your why?
Why I'm acting?
Yes. And like,
Is it?
like a lot of people, when I say what's their why, is it's like this has always been their passion, or this was always their dream. So for you,
Yeah, funny
what's
enough,
your why?
it wasn't my dream. I didn't really have a dream before. Maybe I didn't allow myself to have a dream. I used to be more like, you gotta get a job, have a career, be realistic. Acting is not realistic, so didn't even cross my mind. I never tried it before, so I didn't know I liked it.
Hmm.
So I think my why is it's a necessity. I cannot imagine myself doing anything else. I love it. It keeps me going, keeps me hopeful. There's a quote I love about from I think it was Immanuel Kant who said it. You need three things in life to be happy: someone to love, something to do, and something to hope for. And this career gives me all three. So that's my why.
Well, that's amazing because um, it's your courage, it's your passion. This is what you love doing, right? If you
Yes.
love what you're
Hmm.
doing, you keep going, right?
Exactly.
And I will say this, there's a lot of famous actors who do not have a college degree, and they're in the entertainment industry. I'm just being honest with you, right? And
Yeah.
to me, that proves to me anything can happen if you have the passion for it. You don't have to go
Agreed.
to school.
100%.
I'm not gonna tell everybody you don't have to go to school for acting. You can. But if you don't, it's okay. If you can, if this is your passion, you find the right people, you have the right connection, your courage, you keep going, you never know what's going to happen. That's what I love about the entertainment industry. You keep going because you never know, right?
Yeah,
And it
absolutely.
and one thing is we have 50 states in the United States, right? So we could be living anywhere in the United States, but if this is your passion, you never know where you're going to be ending up for acting. Like this is your passion, you go for it, you know? And that's the one thing I personally love about the entertainment industry. It's something. It's
Yeah, I also believe that no matter what you do, if you want to be good at it and be successful at it, you gotta love it.
Amen. There you
No
go.
matter what
You
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 do, you
said
have
it.
to love
You
it.
said it right there. You gotta love it. Passion, courage, you gotta love
Yes.
it. Those three things. There might be fourth one, but you gotta love it. That's the thing. And you know, anybody in the United States, you know, Japan, South Korea, New Zealand, Australia, Europe, and Canada, United States, where everybody in the entertainment industry, you gotta love what you're doing. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And
Yeah.
that's the one thing you said it right there, because if you don't love it, then you don't want to, how to
Put
describe it?
effort into it,
You don't want
put
to
time
be
into it.
right. You don't want to feel down saying, I don't love what I'm doing, right? But if you love what you're doing it. And
I think
also,
you can be decent at something even if you don't
mm-hmm,
like it, but you'll never be great if you don't love
no.
it.
And the one thing I want to say about the entertainment industry is that we as actors or talk show, podcast, all this, we tell people stories. That's the thing. We tell people's story. And that's the
And
truth.
actually, fun, interesting thing this because I'm reading a book right now, which is super interesting. It's pretty famous. It's called *Sapiens* by uh, Yuval Noah Harari, and it's a brief history of humankind. And
Mm-hmm.
it just talks about how Homo sapiens was able to win. Let's say that we were able to become the most powerful species on the planet because we were able to cooperate in big numbers, in larger numbers. And the way we did that is by telling stories, by creating myths, creating stories that a lot of people believe in. And that allowed us to work together and evolve so much and create the life we have now.
Yep, that's the truth. 100%. That's the one thing. We tell people stories, we keep the passion, we keep going, you never know. And it's amazing how everybody from different cultures are in the entertainment industry. That,
From
we
all
can,
walks of life, too.
yes. And that's how you make movies and TV shows. We all come together and we tell different stories and describe, what kind of journey we went through to be in it and be where we are. And that's the
Yeah.
way of life, that's for sure. 100%. Um, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully, either here or in New York, because I would love to be on Broadway. But either here or in Los Angeles or New York, being an actress. I don't even need to be famous. I just want to be a working actress and do this every day and be able to, you know, do this as a job without having a day job. Just be able to
Hmm.
support
Hmm.
myself by acting. This is
So
just
do
what
you
I love to do.
do you like theater acting more, or do you like be in front of the camera?
Hard question. I did start in front of a camera, but then when I came here, I went to a theater school and I fell in love with theater. And I do love Shakespeare, and I like them both. Probably theater a little more, just a tiny bit. I love them both, but having a live audience, there's an adrenaline that it's more powerful. It's a yeah. I think I love the adrenaline of the show, the moment.
Hmm. And and you get to what do you call it? If you make a mistake on theater, you just keep going.
Yeah, you have to find a way to overcome it. If someone forgets a line, well, you gotta keep going. You cannot stop.
You
Yeah.
just make up a
There's,
line.
yeah. Mm. Well, I'm thankful that I have a good memory, so that never happened to me. Because if you like, imagine forgetting a Shakespearean line and you have to make it up on the spot. That's not something I would like to do. But I would say that theater is also more rewarding because it's harder. It takes more effort, it takes more work, it takes more energy.
Hmm.
You gotta be
Hmm.
louder, you gotta be bigger, you gotta use your whole body, and it takes a lot more work. So it's more rewarding because of that.
Right, right. That's for sure. That's what I hear about theater. It takes lots of work. You gotta speak louder, and you have the whole audience. You have the whole, what do you call it? The audience, how big the stage is. How, you have everybody looking at you. That'd be so nervousing, because you don't see them, but you have the light shining on you and everybody on the stage. So if you like, yeah, I'd be so nervous.
Yeah, you know, you know,
And it's
the most important thing is to have a good concentration. If you have good concentration, you can just concentrate on the story. At the end of the day, when you're on stage, you don't really see the people because you have the lights on you. So you're always conscious. You have to remember in the back of your head that the people are there, but you also have to focus
right,
mainly on the
right.
story. So at the end of the day, if you get to concentrate enough, you build a world around you, then you sort of forget about the people. You're just a person living life to the fullest.
Yeah, they are just one thing I want to say is that if I ever get into acting, I'm being honest, I could never do theater. I couldn't
Because of the
never.
people.
Yeah, because okay, okay. So let me explain. Okay. So
Hmm.
I've seen Broadway on TV, on YouTube. Okay, not on TV, but YouTube. And I watch theater on YouTube from other places, and I just can't do it because you have the bright light on you, right? And you're just acting on stage. You're like, oh, let me give you your hand and all this stuff. And it's like I just have that fear that somebody's gonna throw something at you or you get booed or that's just me because it's like, but I guess if you're on camera, it's kind of like, okay, cut, redo, action, cut, redo. So I guess to me, maybe I'm not, everybody who's watching this, I'm not talking bad about theater, I promise, I'm not. It seems like I am, but I'm not. Me personally, I will go watch you or anybody on stage on theater, but I cannot be forced, and I cannot do it. I don't know. I think maybe I've experienced it one time. Maybe I will understand it because
I mean, it's it it's also different because in the theater you get to really immerse yourself in the story for a full hour, 2 hours. Instead, in as you said on set, you stop constantly and you go back, and it's really hard to go in and out, and you also have to be very patient because you have to wait for lights, and you know it kind of makes it a little. Mm, I don't know how to describe that, but not fluid.
okay, okay. I kind of am getting what you're saying. Okay.
But I guess since I was a dancer as a kid, I did a bunch of dance recitals in front of an audience. So I was never scared of being on stage. Um, I was scared of making a fool of myself, but I think I would have been afraid even in front of one person. Even by myself, I was afraid of making a fool of myself. But once I over, overcame that fear, I I was free, and I, it's weird because I'm not usually a person who loves the attention in real life. I don't like birthday parties for my birthday because I don't like the attention on me. But when I'm on stage, I love the attention on me. So I don't know. It's interesting. Double
Wow.
personality.
I'm learning something. I'm learning stuff about theater. That's really interesting. I didn't think of that way. Wow. Okay. Um, it's the
So fun.
personality. Okay. You making me think there more. I like that. So what is your dream role you want?
Mhm. Okay, so I really like fantasy, genre of fantasy. Like I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. Game of
Okay,
Thrones. I
okay,
love Game of
okay.
Thrones. So I think I don't have a specific dream role, but I have a dream project. I mean, I would love to be in a big production like Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings, a big fantasy and epic
So you're like
production, with horses, because I also am a horse rider. So I'd love to be on a horse on film. It would be amazing. And another dream of mine is to be in a sitcom, because I love Friends, I love How I Met Your Mother and The Big Bang Theory, and I just think that the actors on set, they're having the time of their lives. They're having so much fun. I mean, they don't get to laugh because they cannot break character, but you're doing funny things and saying funny things all day long, and also it's like the perfect in between, like especially two cam sitcoms. It's a perfect in between film and theater because you're on a stage, you have live audience, but at the same time you're filming. So it's a perfect in between. I think it would be a lot of fun to be in a sitcom, and I do love doing any genre. I do drama and comedy, but I think it was Hugh Grant who said this, that like life is already tragic enough.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
When I work, I wanna do something that it's fun and makes me happy and makes me laugh.
I totally agree with you. I like sitcom. I like to make people laugh, make people have fun, and you know, make everybody happy. Um,
Yeah, making
Now,
people laugh, it's a wonderful feeling.
yes, make everybody laugh. It's wonderful because we want to make everyone happy and enjoy life, and all that
Yeah.
stuff. I totally agree with you. What's what is your favorite genre?
To to act or to watch?
Both.
Well, I would say probably fantasy. Uh, comedy. Yeah, probably. Yeah, those two. Comedy, which could be sitcom. I do like
Okay,
sitcom.
okay.
Rom-coms too. I like Shakespeare. Fant fantasy. Yeah.
And now, who's your dream actor who you want to work with?
I really like Helena Bonham Carter. I could be a little biased because I love Harry Potter and I love her role in Harry Potter, but I've seen her in a bunch of movies and she's just amazing. I like I love watching her, and also another one is Gary Oldman. He he amazes me because in every
Okay,
single
okay.
movie, every time I see him, I don't recognize him, and after a while, I go like, "Oh my God, that's Gary Oldman," because he changes so much. It's incredible. I it would be a dream for if one day I could be able to change that much and become so many different people as he does. Because wow.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, so definitely
Amazing.
I would love to work with those two.
Wow. Well,
Do you
where
have a
can people
favorite act? Sorry.
No, no, you're okay. Because I love Harry Potter because I like Daniel Radcliffe, um Emma Watson. Um
All of them.
I love all of them. They're amazing. They're amazing. By the way, did you see the new
Huh?
HBO? Is it HBO or the new Harry Potter TV series
uh,
trailer?
I didn't see the trailer. I did see the casting, the actors who they cast for the new
To
roles,
me,
and
it seems like the kids just look just like them.
yeah, it's a good casting. I'm excited about it because I know that a lot of people are not happy, and I agree with that. It's a little too early. Maybe they could have waited a little longer, but at the same time, I read the books twice, and there's so much in the fourth, fifth, and sixth that is just lost in the movies, and I would
Yeah, and I
love for
think
the TV show to talk about that.
to be honest, I think it was time because as Harry Potter fans, I think you want to continue, right? I because me personally, I think Harry Potter's not gonna die from generations and generations, right? And
No.
you like it's I believe it's gonna be the next Star Wars. See, you have Star Wars that's never gonna die. It's gonna keep going, keep going. You look at
Yes and no, because Harry Potter is based on books, and that's a series. It's over. While Star Wars was created as a movie, doesn't have the books, and they just keep
no,
adding
right,
to the
that's what
story.
I'm right.
Right?
And
So that
it's
makes a little bit of a difference, but
right, that's for
it is
sure.
it's definitely a big franchise, and yeah, I think that young kids of any generation would enjoy it. So
Yeah, because once
it's
kids start watching Harry Potter, it's like, bam, they're like glued to it.
yeah,
So,
yeah, absolutely. I I sometimes I wish I could forget about it to watch it all again from the beginning. Uh
I still do. I still do. 100%. I can binge watch it. It's amazing.
yeah, every
So,
once in a while, at least once a year, you gotta watch some Harry Potter.
yes, you do. You do. So, where can people find you on social media?
I'm not a big social media person, but I do have Instagram.
Okay, that's
It's
yeah,
kind
we
of
can do Instagram.
yes, Instagram is my name. That's it. Very simple. Maria Sole Quintilli. No, no dots, no nothing. Just my name. Very simple. Uh, and I use it kind of as a photo album. It's like my digital photo album. But I am posting more and more of my acting stuff just because yeah, it's important to share the work you're
hmm
doing. Uh, and I have IMDb, but I don't really have any other social media.
Right. No, it's okay. It's okay. And Instagram, I love Instagram. You get to connect with all the actors and actresses and models and producers and directors through Instagram. We're a
Yeah.
community and we're a family.
Oh yes, and you can, and not just people from here. I have friends who are actors who live in Italy, in Austria, Switzerland, all over the world. So
Yeah. 100%. I totally
I
agree with you.
I love Instagram because it allows you to be in touch with so many people that are also so far away from you.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. That's one thing I love about the entertainment industry. We're a family.
Yes.
100%. Well, thank you for coming on.
Well, thank you for having me and for all your great questions.
Yes, you're very welcome. I would love to have you back in the near future and talk about your more upcoming projects.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Well,
Thank you
thank you,
so
and we'll
much.
definitely stay in touch.
Yeah, thank you so much. Have
You're
a great
welcome.
night.
I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you
Bye-bye.
soon. Bye.